All right, so the Ottawa Senators have announced today that they've signed Brady Tkachuk finally to a 7-year deal worth $8.214 million per year. That's the average annual value. And while Brady Tkachuk will not play tonight, he probably won't play for about another week, I would have to think, just because, he's got to go through his medicals, the fitness testing too, I believe, and stuff like that. But obviously, it is good for the Ottawa Senators to have Brady Tkachuk in the lineup. They're a better team with him in the lineup, as we know. Anytime your lineup is at full strength, you're a better team with that. But with that being said, I'm a little bit concerned about this contract too. Before I talk about why I'm concerned about this contract, let's get into the structure of it first. In year one of the contract, so this season, Brady Tkachuk makes $4 million, no surprise there. Obviously we all know with the escrow and stuff like that being really high because the players have to, kind of pay off some of the debt, I guess, so to speak, for the owners. That's why Brady Tkachuk's cap definitely wanted to have the first year be lower. Year two, he makes $6.5 million. Years 3, 4, and 5, he makes $10.5 million. That's a lot of money for a guy like Brady Tkachuk as of right now anyways. Hopefully by the time he gets to that point, he'll definitely be worth this contract. In year 6, he makes $8.5 million, and in year 7, the final year of the deal, he makes $7 million. Alright, so why am I concerned about this deal? Well, it makes Brady Tkachuk the highest paid player on the Ottawa Senators, and so far throughout his career, he hasn't exactly performed like he should be the highest paid player on the Ottawa Senators. And don't get me wrong, he has been a very effective player for them, but a guy who's averaged 52 points roughly in a full 82-game season over the course of his first 3 years in the league, as of right now, I think we all have to agree this is a massive overpayment, probably by at least a couple million or so. But this is in hopes, I guess, this contract is, that Brady Tkachuk will become a really good player, that he will become a minimum 65-plus point guy, and that he'll be earning this contract hopefully as soon as this year. And another reason why I'm concerned about it, I'm trying not to be negative here, but I'm just telling you guys my concerns about this deal, is that now guys like Josh Norris, Tim Stützle, they're going to see that. I have a feeling those guys are probably going to produce more points than a Brady Tkachuk, especially once they hit their primes. And they're going to look at his contract and say, well, if Brady's getting that much money, how much are we worth? I mean, for Josh Norris, if he puts up the same amount of points, if not more than Brady Tkachuk, he's going to be worth at least that much money, you would have to think. And you can't blame him for wanting that. And long story short, I just don't want this to be a trickle-down effect where Ottawa ends up paying a pretty good core of young players, like an elite core of young players, because I don't know if this is truly an elite core of young players. He makes more than Thomas Chabot too on a 7-year deal. Chabot signed 8 years for $8 million. I don't know if I'm big on that because Thomas Chabot, I mean, he puts up relatively the same amount of points as Brady Tkachuk. He has to do it while playing against the other team's best players night in and night out at a harder position as well. So, I mean, I don't know. You can make what you want of that. Alright, now after I've ranted about some of the negatives that I feel about this contract, let's talk about the positives. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, having Brady Tkachuk in the lineup for Ottawa is important. He won't be in the lineup though tonight, probably not for another week. But still, he's not going to miss too much time this season, and that's very important. And while I've said in the past I don't know if Brady Tkachuk is going to be that 65-plus point guy, I hope he does prove me wrong. I really do. And I'm not that type of guy that sits here and says, oh, I hope I'm right so I can say I told you so going forward. I mean, if I am proven right, yeah, I will say I told you so. But if I'm proven wrong, I'll come right out and say, yes, I'm happy he proved me wrong. And I want Brady Tkachuk to succeed and become a big point producer to live up to this contract, because you can't have a guy making over $8 million per year and he's only putting up an average of 50 points or so. Is he going to be named captain or not? I mean, that's to be seen. We don't know. I think it sounds like the Sens are just going to kind of have a leadership group, like collectively this year, like a few assistant captains and stuff like that. But I don't know if Brady Tkachuk is going to be the captain this year. Maybe they're going to kind of wait till next year. I have a feeling now after all the negotiations and stuff like that. And I don't know if they're ready to throw the C on him quite yet. And let's see if this gives the Ottawa Senators an emotional boost in their home opener against the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. Even though Tkachuk will not be present in the lineup, just the fact that they know he signed and they got that burden, the organization's got that burden off their shoulders now. Maybe the players can just go out there and play and feel free And like I said, let's see if it gives him that extra step. So those are my thoughts on the Brady Tkachuk contract. This has been a very polarizing topic among Sens fans. It's been a fan base divided for sure as far as their thoughts go on that. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Please do like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.